hello vinyl community. So I hope you guys are all having a great day and a great week. So yeah, today's video, I'm going to be talking about my top 10 favorite albums in my vinyl collection. I have them all right next to me. And I just have to say before I start, I did rearrange my wall again, so expect a room tour to be up really soon. I just need to clean my room because it's a freaking pigsty at the moment. So yeah, I'm going to be showing my top 10 favorite albums in my collection. Basically, just albums I like a lot. And I mean, these aren't the only albums I like. I like more albums, just, I don't have one vinyl. Yeah, and I suggest that if you have not heard any of these albums, you should definitely go listen to them because they are amazing. So yeah, let's start with number 10, The Doors' self-titled debut album. This is a really good album. When I first bought this, I listened to it a lot. Especially the first side, because the first side's really good. The reason I put it so low on the list is just because, I'm not that big of a Doors fan anymore. I used to be a really big Doors fan, just not that much anymore, but I still enjoy them. The first side of this album is really good. My favorite on this album is probably Soul Kitchen, but other good ones, the Whiskey Bar song, Break On Through the Other Side, Light My Fire. Light My Fire is on this album, so yeah. The End's on this album. It's just full of great songs. So this is one in the Doors catalog that I would definitely check out. And I would say that this is probably their best album, maybe. It's one of the better ones, in my opinion. So yeah. So number 9 is Nirvana's Bleach. This is a really good album. The copy I have is the 2009 Sub Pop reissue. And the sad thing is, when I first played this, I bought this sealed brand new at the mall, and it skipped. Now I don't really know why. It's really sad. This is a great album. It's definitely, I would say, heavier than Nirvana's later work with Nevermind and In Utero. And this is a really good album. The biggest hit off of this is About a Girl. But there are a bunch of other great songs like Love Buzz and School and Blue. And yeah, and this is also online I read this is a really low budget album. That they only paid $606.17 for it. Can't really remember. But yeah, this is definitely an underrated album out of Nirvana's albums. So yeah, I would definitely check this one out if you haven't. Alright. Number 8 is the Beatles' Hey Jude album from the... I think this came out in 1970. I'm not really sure, honestly. Yeah, I'm not really sure what year this came out, but it was somewhere around 1970s, late 60s. Yeah. So this album, if you're not familiar with it, it's basically a album full of the Beatles singles that were not released on other albums. And I think this is a really good album. Definitely has some of my favorite Beatles songs on it. Or at least on the second side of the record. Yeah. Because it has both early Beatles and later Beatles songs. So, whichever period you like better, there's something for both of you. I am a bigger fan of the later Beatles. So, yeah. I just really like the album cover, though. It's a good picture. My favorite song on this is Don't Let Me Down. which is like my favorite Beatles song in general. But other good ones, Revolution, Hey Jude, Ballad of John and Yoko, yeah, all that jazz. Alright, so number 7 is Black Sabbath's Paranoid. Yeah, this is a great album. I mean, it's not my favorite, but it's one of my favorites. I mean, every song is just genius. And this is obviously the album. Has War Pigs, Paranoid, Iron Man, which is some of their most well-known songs. But, you know, also Planet Caravan is a great song. It reminds me a lot of No Quarter by Zeppelin. And Electric Funeral, Hand of Doom, Fairies Wear Boots. They're all great, great songs. It's a gatefold. Look at that. Beautiful. Yeah, this is a good one. Alright, number 6. Fleetwood Mac Rumors. You would have thought that I would have put this higher, but I didn't. This is like my second or third favorite Fleetwood Mac album. It's definitely the most well-known. I had to throw it in here. I mean, every song is just genius. I'm not even going to try to name a favorite because it's just too hard. But, you know, yeah, it's just their most well-known album. Pretty sure most of you know the track listing. So, yeah, I mean, I guess notable songs that are good. The Chain, You Make Love and Fun, Gold Dust Woman, Dreams, so on and so forth. It's just a great album. Yeah. So, number 5 is Cheap Thrills by Big Brother and the Holding Company. Or, I mean, Janis Joplin. If you're not familiar with this band, Janis Joplin's in it. Here, boom. This is a great album. When I first played this all the way through, I was just like, holy crap, this album is great. I loved it so much. I know that at least some of these songs are live songs. I'm not sure, I don't think all of them are, but I'm sure some of them are. I'm not really sure which ones, to be honest. No, this is this album that has, where is it? Pieces of My Heart, which is like a really well-known Janis Joplin song. And also, Ball and Chain is a really great song. It's so, like, all the songs are so heavy and so bluesy, like the guitars and everything. And of course, Janis's voice is just great. And, combination of the two is a great song. I Need a Man to Love is a great song. Just, they are all great, great. Hard rock, bluesy, late 60s, hippie, psychedelic songs. Great album. Alright, number 4 is Belladonna by Stevie Nicks. This is Stevie Nicks' debut solo album. I don't really know if I would call this my favorite solo album of hers, because they're all so good. I can't really pick a favorite. But you know, this is definitely one of them. This album probably contains her most well-known songs, Leather and Lace with Don Henley, Edge of 17, and Stop Dragging My Heart Around with Tom Petty, which is my personal favorite song on this album. And one of my favorite Stevie Nicks solo songs in general, Stop Dragging My Heart Around, is a great, great song. I just fell in love with it the first time I heard it. I fell in love with this album the first time I heard it. Kind of Woman is a great song. Outside the Rain is great. All of them are great, you know. It's all of them. There's not a, dislikable song on here. Not to mention, mine is a beautiful promotional copy that is signed. Maybe. I'm still not sure if this is actually signed by Stevie. But let's pretend it is. So, number 3 is Houses of the Holy by Led Zeppelin. Of course, I had to put some Zeppelin in here. And there are a lot of Zeppelin albums where I think that, every song is great, but I chose this one just because of the album artwork. It gets bonus points for the album artwork. I mean, come on, it's great. Here, I'm gonna show you the gatefold. I'm gonna take the plastic thingy off. Boom. Yeah. I mean, this album is just amazing. Definitely one of Zeppelin's best. Here, let me pull it out. My favorite song probably is, probably a tie between The Ocean and No Quarter. And it also has Dire Maker, Over the Hills and Far Away, and the song remains the same. So this is definitely a good one to have. Alright, number 2. I put Fleetwood Mac in here twice. It's Tusk. Tusk is definitely my favorite Fleetwood Mac album. It's very experimental. This is kind of an album where I think they let Lindsey Buckingham take charge over like the different instrumentals and the producing and the mixing of the tracks and all that jazz. Not good with musical terms, but yeah, he kind of took over with the producing and everything. And you know, he's kind of making it different. And you know, Christine McVie and Steve Nicks, they're still doing their thing, but Lindsey Buckingham gives their songs like that Tusk feel, you know? Just a great album. This is a double LP. It's just amazing. Some of the songs, I will admit, are weird. So yeah, and I would say that there are a lot of filler songs on here, which I call a filler song, like songs that kind of were just put on there to fill up the album, I guess. But there's so many great songs. The Ledge is a really short song, but it's so catchy. I just love it. Sarah is the kind of a big hit on this one. So's Tusk. And, I mean, Stevie's songs are just beautiful on here. Storms is a great song. Sisters of the Moon, Angel, and Beautiful Child, and Sarah. It's a great album. A lot of people don't like this album. I just say, you know, give it a chance. It's amazing. And then, my number 1 pick is Dreamboat Annie by Heart. I mean, of course I would choose this. Oh my gosh. I've been on a huge Heart kick for like the past few weeks. And I need more Heart albums in my collection. I don't have Little Queen. It's making me so sad I don't have it yet. But Dreamboat Annie is probably one of my favorites. It contains a couple of their biggest hits, Magic Man and Crazy on You, which are both amazing songs. But my favorite off of here is a song called Sing Child. It's so amazing. I love it so much. You can definitely, on this album, hear a bit of Zeppelin influence, especially for me on Sing Child. You can hear the Zeppelin influence, I feel like, because the guitar solo reminds me of the solo from the song Heartbreaker, which is from Led Zeppelin 2. And yeah, I mean, Ann Wilson's voice is amazing. It's like she's basically a female Robert Plant. You just hear her like, I don't know how to explain it, just like not yelling, but vocally yelling basically. She's kind of like a female Robert Plant. And you know, Nancy Wilson's amazing guitarist. Just they're basically female Led Zeppelin. And you know, that's not a bad thing. Yeah. So, those were my top 10 favorite albums in my vinyl collection. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry. Stay tuned for more videos, and don't forget to subscribe. I have 45 subscribers. I'm so close to getting 50, so I would really appreciate if you guys would subscribe so I can get 50 subscribers. So, yeah, again, I hope you enjoyed this. Bye!